my name is Augustina. We're part of Team 11. We have decided not to pass out of the handgun legislation in Texas.
Hi, I'm Stacy Walton. I'm answering question 1, what are the different points of view on this topic by my party? I did not want the bill to pass. There were several different points of view on this bill within our party. We were even initially split on whether or not we wanted the bill passed until we made some provisions, pretty hefty provisions. Some of us felt guns would create the feeling of a hostile environment at school. Many felt that a significant amount of resources should be put into security and or training measures if the bill is passed, and we were even decided whether these provisions were worth it. Some members in our group believe guns increase the feeling of personal safety and that registered gun holders were statistically more responsible with their guns than non-registered holders.
Hi, I am Reggie Foxworth, and I am part of the majority party, and I am actually for the guns, so I disagree with the rest of my party members, really. And basically, my question was, what are the different points of view on this topic by your party? And so, a lot of the party members felt that the guns would increase more violence on campus, just people would go around willy-nilly spraying guns, and I actually think that people would be more, controlled with it because there'd be licensing and people would be, a lot more careful and stuff.
My name is Lainey Campos, and as part of the majority group, I had to answer, did your party think this is the legislation should be passed? Well, it shouldn't, we think, because it would increase, campuses would have to increase security, and it would increase students' tuition.
My name is Nikhil Shah, and I'm from the majority party. And to answer the question, did your party think that the legislation should be passed? I, as well as my party, thinks that the legislation should not be passed. The reasons behind this are very simple. If you need safety, you need not have a gun on campus. At least you're not a war. Obviously not a war ground. Guns are not really needed over here.
I'll just stamp. We added quite a few revisions to this because we definitely didn't want it to pass. One is that we changed it from not letting certain campuses to all campuses have to abide by the law if it were to pass. Earlier in the legislation it had stated state and other officials wouldn't be investigated. We made it that they will be investigated and liability claims can be caused against them. Another things we added for the dormitories is that individuals must register their concealed weapons with the housing in the dorms, and as well as having some sort of identification on their door that they are a handgun owner. Also, another revision we added is they must pass a behavior analysis test, drug test, and psychological test, and it must be submitted to the campus they're about to go to. We have a couple more.
My name is Marissa. An individual wishing to carry a concealed weapon would have to have a GPA of 3.75 or higher, and any person having a gun would have to be gun safety certified, including staff members and students for the 2 semesters that they're going to carry their gun. There will be an increased amount of on-campus police that will be required to stand at every entrance on the property, and cameras will be installed in every classroom, library, and other gathering area on campus. And we also pushed back the date for when the legislation will start to September 1st, 2018.
Hi, I'm David De La Cerda, and I'm from the majority party. And one thing that we were talking about were the potential costs and benefits of this legislation. So one of the benefits would be increased security measures on campus, so students would feel safer. But one of the costs could be individuals who don't agree with the legislation would have to apply to other states outside of Texas, and could possibly lose revenue to the state. And also there would be increase in tuition, so there would probably be lower admission rates.
You have 3 minutes to finish up.
Hi, I'm Olivia Rodriguez, and I'm a member of the Democratic Party. Should the legislation pass, it would be very enforceable through the use of security measures located conveniently on campus. However, this would increase costs for the university itself in being able to provide extra staff and security cameras and metal detectors throughout different buildings. positive part of the bill, but may deter certain campuses from taking part in it since it would increase their fees.
I'm Christine Van, and I'm part of the minority group. I agree that legislation should be passed, that guns should be allowed. Basically, I believe that everyone should be allowed a measure of self-defense, no matter what. So, in the case of a shooting, regardless of the law, anyone who wants to perform a mass shooting will obtain a gun, no matter what. So, you would rather be armed than helpless. So, if we allow guns, we can regulate them even more by adding provisions like requiring some sort of safety course or a test to make sure that whoever owns a gun will be trustworthy to give the hearing.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Yamaguchi. I am the minority party leader, and we were able to reach some sort of a compromise with the majority party, but overall they passed too much amendments that were against our will.
I'm Jeff Olander, a member of the majority party. The amendments that they passed that we as the Republicans were against were that required 3.75 GPA, as well as the 2-course semester classes before you were able to pass, or before you were able to carry on campus, as well as the extra raised tuition. We think that they should be allowed to carry it if they're a legal gun owner. Then they should be able to carry it with the licensing. We agree with the testing, but the rest of them we felt were a little bit excessive.
I'm Matthew Johnson. I'm a member of the minority party, and I agreed that the legislation should have passed. And the majority party allowed us, the minority, to make amendments such as a drug test and having a fee for having a concealed weapons permit. And these amendments gave us enough say in the bill to see that the majority was giving us concessions to the minority party.
My name is Mitchell. I'm a Republican, and I think the legislation should pass. We used a few points of common agreement to get support from the Democratic or the Against party, and some of those were having police on campus near the buildings available at all the exits, having cameras able to view, and having psychoanalysis tests for the people so that we know they're in safe hands.
Add the amendments into the legislation.